every deal you're chasing, who owns it and what it's worth, all on one screen. That's the CRM, customer relationship management. One place that tracks your customers and your deals. This one's a free Google sheet. That's a spreadsheet that runs in your browser. No card needed. By the end, you'll have three things. First, a pipeline sheet, one page inside the file where every deal lives. Second, a dashboard that counts your deals and adds up their value on its own. And third, dropdowns. That's a little list you pick from, so deals progress is never typed wrong. We're building this for Bright Lane Coffee, a small roaster that sells beans to cafes. Sign into your free Google account first, then open a new browser tab. In the address bar, type sheets.new, then press enter, blank spreadsheet instantly. Name it first, or you'll never find it again. Click Untitled Spreadsheet up in the top left. Type Bright Lane Coffee CRM and press enter. There's no save button. Google saves as you type. Down the bottom left is a tab called Sheet 1. That's a page inside this file. Think of a tab like a divider in a ring binder, one binder, separate sections. Double click it, type pipeline, then press enter to lock the name in. Pipeline holds the deals themselves. The summary gets its own tab, so the two never get mixed up. Down in the bottom left corner, click the plus sign. A new blank tab appears. Double click that new tab, type dashboard, press enter. Two tabs now, and we're set up. Click the pipeline tab down the bottom. Letters run across the top, numbers down the side. Click the top left box, cell A1, row 1 holds our 8 column titles. Company, contact, email, who the deal's with, and how you reach them. Press the tab key between each one. Tab moves you one cell to the right. Next is stage. Stage just means how far along the deal is from first contact to signed. Picture a coffee order moving from ordered to brewing to on the counter. Stages work the same way. Then value, what the deal's worth, then owner, the person on your team chasing it. Next action is the very next thing you'll do for that customer. Next action date is the day you'll do it. Those two columns are the whole point. A deal with no next step quietly goes cold. That's how most deals die. Titles should stand out. Click the grey number 1 on the left edge to select the whole row. Now hold Control and press B, that's bold, and your titles pop off the page. Now keep them visible while you scroll. In the menu bar up top, click View, then Freeze, then one row. It's the same idea as a shop sign staying above the aisle, no matter how far you walk. Click cell A2. First deal is Corner Cafe. Tab across to the contact and their email. Stage is proposal. That's a quote we've sent that they haven't answered yet. In value type plain numbers, no dollar signs. We'll format the whole column as money later. So 4,800 bear. Then owner is Alex, one of our 2 reps. Then the next action and the date is due. Press enter and you drop to row 3. 1 row per deal, not 1 row per company. That's the bit people get wrong. If Corner Cafe orders again in October, that's the second row with its own stage and value. I'll fill in the other 9 deals now, split between Alex and Jordan. Pause the video and copy them, or grab the free template linked below. Right now those deal values are just plain numbers. Let's make them read as money. Click the letter E at the top of the column to select the whole value column. In the toolbar, that row of little icons just above the grid, click the $ button. Look at Corner Cafe, it said $4,800 a second ago. Now it reads $4,800. Same idea for the dates. Click the letter H to select the next action date column. Then format, then number, then date. If they jump to the right edge, Sheets read them as real dates. That matters because Sheets can compare a real date to today. We'll use that in a minute. The stage column is the heart of a CRM. It's where each deal sits in your process. If Alex types proposal and Jordan types proposal sent, the sheet reads those as 2 different things. Your dashboard would count them separately and every number on it would be quietly wrong. So we won't type stages at all. We'll pick them from a drop-down, a fixed list. A drop-down is basically a restaurant menu. You order what's printed, not whatever you feel like writing. Click cell D2, hold shift, then click D11. That's every stage cell, header left out. Now up in the menu bar, click insert, then drop down. The panel says data validation rules, 2 boxes are already there. Reading option 1 and option 2. Type straight over them. New lead in the first box, proposal in the second. Then click add another item for each of the last 3, negotiation, won and lost. Now click advanced options and choose reject the input that blocks anything off the list. Click done. Every stage cell now has a small arrow. Click it and pick from the list. That drop down panel had one more trick. Select those stage cells again, then insert, then drop down. Beside every option there's a small colored circle. That's how you color code the column. Color lets you read your whole pipeline without reading a single word. That's the point. Click the circle beside 1, a little color palette opens. Pick green. Do the same for lost and pick red. Then orange for negotiation, blue for proposal, gray for new lead. Click done and the whole column lights up. Now you read the pipeline by color. Here's what actually kills deals. You forget to follow up. Let's make the sheet nag you. Click cell A2, hold shift down, then click H11. That's all 10 deal rows, header left out. Now click format, then conditional formatting. That just means if a cell passes a test, paint it. It's a highlighter pen that colors the row for you every single time the rule is met. A panel opens on the right. Under format rules, click the box that says is not empty. Scroll to the bottom of that list and pick custom formula is. A new box appears underneath. In that box, type equals $H2 less than today, then open and close round brackets. Check yours reads $H2 less than today with nothing after the brackets. Let's slow that down. There are 2 pieces working here, today and that $. Today with those 2 empty brackets is Sheets asking its own calendar what today's date is. Under the hood, a date is just a number, so earlier means smaller, less than today means already gone past. That $sign has nothing to do with money here. Inside a formula, it means don't move. Picture a finger held on one line of a recipe while your eyes read across the rest. Without it, the test would drift sideways into column I as it moved across each row. We write H2 because Sheets tests the top row first, then walks that test down every row you selected. So the rule asks one question: is this follow-up date already passed? True means overdue. Under formatting style, click the little paint bucket and choose light red, then click done. Every overdue row turns red on its own and it rechecks itself every single morning. One catch, leave a date blank and Sheets reads it as 0, so that row turns red too. Your pipeline won't stay at 10 rows. A filter hides what you don't need right now. Click any cell in your data, then create a filter. Icons appear in row 1. Click the icon on value, then sort Z to A on numbers. Z to A simply means biggest first. Biggest deals on top, Harbour Roast, 12,500 right where you can see it. Or click the stage icon, choose filter by values, hit clear, tick only 1, then OK. The other deals aren't gone, just hidden. Clear the filter and they're all back. Right now, every deal lives on one tab, so every question means scrolling and adding things up by hand. So we'll use that dashboard tab. A dashboard is just a page that summarizes the first one. A dashboard is basically a scoreboard. The game happens elsewhere, the numbers just keep up. Click the dashboard tab, then cell A3. Cells are named by column letter and row number. In A3 type stage, in B3, deals, in C3, pipeline value. Now select A3 through C3 and press Ctrl B to bold them. Click A4, type proposal, press enter, and the cursor drops one row. Then new lead, negotiation 1, lost. Spell them exactly like the dropdown or nothing will match. Leave the number columns empty. We never type totals by hand because a type total is wrong by Friday. Next question, how many deals are sitting in each stage right now? That's a job for CountFF. Click cell B4, that's the empty cell right next to the word proposal. Type an equal sign. That's how you tell Sheets you want a calculation, not plain text. Little help box pops up as you type, ignore it and keep going. Type CountDF, open bracket, pipeline, exclamation mark, D, comma, A4, close bracket. CountDF means look down a list and count how often one thing appears. Same idea as counting how many red cars go past while you ignore every other color. The exclamation mark means look on another tab. D means the whole column, top to bottom. Column D is stage and A4 is what we're matching, the cell holding the word proposal. We point at cell A4 instead of typing proposal, so the same formula works for every stage. Press enter and B4 says 3. 3 deals sitting at proposal, read straight from your data. Click B4 once, see the tiny blue square at its bottom right corner, hold it down and drag to B8. Dragging swaps A4 for A5, then A6, 2 new leads, 2 negotiations, 2 won, 1 lost. 1 formula, 5 answers. That's why we pointed out the cell instead of typing the word. Counting deals is half the story. 3 proposals could be worth $300 or $30,000. Click C4, same idea, new function. A function is just a built-in tool, Sheets already knows. Type equals sumif, open bracket, pipeline, exclamation mark, D, comma, A4, comma, then pipeline, exclamation mark, E, and close bracket. Sumif needs 3 things, where to look, what to match, and which numbers to actually add up. Sumif is like sorting receipts into piles by shop, then adding up only one shop's pile. The first 2 are exactly what we used before, the stage column and proposal sitting in A4. The new bit is pipeline, exclamation mark, E. Column E is value, so that's the money. Press enter, $16,800 sitting at proposal, added up from 3 separate rows. Drag C4 down to C8 by that blue square, the same way you did before. Now select C4 through C8 and click the $sign in the toolbar so they read as money. 2 numbers left, and they're the ones your boss actually asks about. Win rate first. It's a team's win-loss record. Matches still being played, don't count either way. Click cell A10, we're leaving row 9 blank as a gap and type win rate. In B10 type equals B7 / open bracket, B7 plus B8, close bracket, / means divide. B7 is your won count, B8 is your loss count. We already built both of those. The first part is how many you won. The bit in brackets is wins plus losses. That's every deal that actually finished. Deals still in play aren't counted because they're not decided yet. Press enter, then click back on B10. Pressing enter moves your data row. Now click the % sign in the toolbar, 66.67%, 2 wins from 3. Last one, in A1 type open pipeline, every deal that hasn't been won or lost yet. In B11 type equals C4 plus C5 plus C6, press enter, then hit the $sign again. 35,800 still in play, and it updates itself every time a deal moves. A table of numbers is fine, but it's hard to read fast. A chart shows the pipeline at a glance. Click cell A3, hold the mouse down, and drag to B8. That's every stage name and its count. Click insert, then chart. A chart appears and a panel called the chart editor opens on the right. Sheets guesses a chart type for you, whatever it picked. We want a column chart. In that panel under setup, click the chart type box, then choose column chart. Bars are easier to compare. Click the blank strip at the top of the chart, hold the mouse down and drag it under your table. The chart reads your count of cells and those read pipeline. Change a stage there and the bars move. Now let's talk about AI. Look at the top right of Sheets. That sparkle button is Gemini. Click it and Google asks you to upgrade. Gemini inside Sheets needs a paid plan, so we're skipping it. Open a new tab and go to gemini.google.com. That website's free. The chatbot can't see your sheet, so you describe it first. What you type is called a prompt. Here's a prompt, word for word. My Google Sheets tab is called Pipeline. Column D holds the stage. Column F holds the owner. Write a formula counting Alex's proposal deals. It hands back a formula. Copy it. Click an empty dashboard cell. Press Ctrl V to paste. Then enter. Let's break that one down. Equals count IFS. Pipeline D, colon D. Proposal pipeline F, colon F, Alex. Count IFS is count IF with two conditions instead of one. Range, match, always in pairs. Stage equals proposal, owner equals Alex. Both have to be true before a deal gets counted. Always check the answer yourself. Alex has 2 deals in proposal, Corner Cafe and the Daily Bean. Before I give you the template, let's be honest about where a spreadsheet stops being enough. First, no permissions. Anyone you share this with can edit or delete any row in it. Second, no reminders. That next action date won't chase you. You still have to open the sheet. Third, no deal history, version history logs, edits, but nothing shows how long a deal sat in each stage. When those 3 start costing you deals, move to dedicated CRM software. HubSpot's free plan is a fine first step. Until then, this works. The template link's in the description. Open it, then click File, make a copy. That copy is yours to edit with all 10 deals and every formula already in it. If this helped, subscribe. That's the whole build and it cost you nothing.